He's the one who actually introduced us.
Big up B.
I was in Pepe's. He goes, yo, what are you saying? You start chatting. Now we're here, fucking 1 week ago, we're here now, man.
Alright, them cousin brother. Alright, then.
I've got man waiting.
No, but it's mad. And the reason I was in that Pepe's was because my phone was getting sorted across the road.
Okay.
So he said I'm going to be half an hour.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, man, I'm fucking mad.
So big up B Iconic. So if you need styling, you need any clothes sourcing, make sure you, boom bam B Iconic. We put his little logo, boom.
Don't forget, you know.
I won't forget. You know what's going on? Chop Shop Podcast live and direct once again. Yeah. All gas, no brakes.
Have you started?
Yeah, we're still we're
locked in.
There's no jokes.
I thought you just...
Nah, brother, we hold our vibes, drinking juice. We don't talk
nothing
nothing too loose. Big up my gruesome twosome partner. Yeah. Keem. Yeah. Welcome to the show, Naveed Central.
My God.
Yeah,
Is that Naveed Central? Naveed Central.
Naveed Central. Yeah.
What was saying?
Welcome to the setup, dog.
Can't believe I didn't realise you started, John. That's mad. I thought he was joking about it.
Nah.
natural vibes,
It's
man, we're
natural
just getting
vibes,
there.
natural vibes, cousin. You get me?
Yeah, you're right.
So, you're causing a storm on TikTok recently, ain't you?
A storm in a it's a mixed jam like Marmite, innit? So it's good and bad, innit?
Yeah.
Mainly good though, man. Mainly good.
Mainly good, yeah, in my opinion, anyway. But you know what I mean? Trying to say, some people love you, some people hate you, but that's it.
All right, cool. So, I didn't even know how to introduce you. What should I call you? Like an amateur boxer, TikToker, dancer, like influencer?
Yeah, just someone who does what the fuck he wants. And entertainer, I reckon.
Entertainment star. That's what we go with. So we got Naveed Central, the entertainer, and the Chop Shop Podcast. Big up all the brothers and that.
Chop Shop Podcast, you know, we're here, we're active.
Yeah. Furthermore, Jersey Party, 19th of July. You know what's going on. Yeah, make sure you're there, Jersey. Bring a local Bangladesh or Pakistan.
What is it?
Party.
Where's the party? What is it?
In town. Bring
Really?
you got your cricket top. Bring one of the cricket tops.
Really?
Yeah, cricket top.
Yeah, and you can come party with the dogs.
Why you say cricket though?
Why cricket?
You're not a good bowler. You can't.
You know what, to be honest with you, I actually did a 12-week thing in school here to get into the cricket team.
There you go.
I never
Don't tell me. You don't try and line it up.
I never got. No, I'm not gonna lie. I never got in, and I lied to my dad. He said they're gonna let us know.
Yeah.
But David Atman Pakistan is too smart. He clocked his straight away. Yeah. Nah, you never got in.
Asian man take cricket
You
serious,
never
bro.
got in, bro. And I was like, yeah, cool. I said they're gonna let me know.
So listen,
Still waiting now.
where do you come from in Bromway? Where did you grow up? Then let's get to know. Let the people get to know Naveed.
Yeah, I grew up in Aston. But
You grew up in Aston?
Yeah, I grew up in Aston, man. And then I grew up in...
Wait there, hold on, stop. Quiet. Hold on. Where you grow up, dog?
I grew up on Charles Road in Aston first, yeah?
Oh, yeah. First, so that's briefly.
Birmingham Road.
Oh my God, you're lying.
Yeah.
Well, is he local?
I'm local.
What?
Yeah.
My cousin. So that's what I'm saying. So you used to live in Bevington, yeah?
I'm still actively.
What? He is killing it. Same.
So that means one of you guys weren't outside?
He's not outside with the brothers. Because I haven't seen you.
You know what? Now I'm everywhere. I'm never local really that much. I'm just everywhere now.
Was you outside when you was like younger?
Was it outside on road?
Yeah.
On the road, yeah, man. It's on YouTube Road block, man, on the corner, do you know what I'm saying? Holt Road, YouTube Road. It's how we grew up, man, you know what I'm saying? In the end, man. Yeah. Like, that's the maddest thing, like, always say, like, you know, a lot of, like, influencers or whatever, they be online, they create content, but they weren't, like, I always say, like, even when I'm doing the boxing thing and you're getting people people, they weren't a part of the man, them, like, they weren't, like, I grew up, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I went to grammar school in Sutton, but then I grew up in Aston, and I was still with the boys fucking about, and I don't know if you know about it, that's one of the reasons why when I was 17, I kicked out of my house for a few months. Yeah. I live in a hostel because my dad was pissed off, bro. He's like,
what did you do to get kicked out?
Huh?
What did you do to get kicked out?
I was chilling with the boy, then he goes, you can't chill with them, and obviously if you chill with them, there's a lot more to it, but you know, one of them ones, then obviously.
Yeah. Don't chill with the boys.
Chill whatever.
No inheritance.
They're going to hold you back.
Well, forget inheritance, man, just to get slip within my head, bro, you know what I'm trying to say. My dad is too smart, though, you know what to do. See, now I clocked it, you work, I'm out, obviously you used to have the light on, yeah, so whenever I used to come back, sometimes he used to be out. But then if he was at home, yeah, I'd know because he'd be in the front room with his mates or whatever. The light was on. What would I do? Go jump through the back because I've come in late. So he'd give me a certain time to come home. That's Rami business. But guess what, bro? Then, some of the times, and one time I've gone in now, I've gone to the door with the lights off, jackpot is home. Open the door now, you've gone inside, close the door, said, jackpot, bastard! Boom, man got up, bro, see him right there, and he's whacking me up, bro, you get me?
So, you know what?
Yeah, bro.
It sounds like the big your pops is a serious man, innit? So listen, let me hear it. So, obviously, my research team tells me that he was doing law in school.
I studied law in uni.
In uni.
Yeah.
So obviously now, the parents will see that as a serious thing. So for you to go from studying law to being entertainer, the family, did they have a problem with it, or was it like how did that go down when they see you online doing what you do?
Dancing.
Do you know what it is? Okay, so for example, so like me, I've done a lot of crazy shit in my life. Like when I was younger, you know, I did used to get arrested and stuff or whatever, yeah. But obviously it weren't my fault. Obviously, I never got a criminal record or anything, right? Yeah. So you know, but obviously being around the wrong people, etc., or whatever, like. You know, you might get arrested for something that you're not involved, or just random shit. By getting into a little bit of an argument, a fight, or whatever, but you're defending yourself. Now you got arrested for it. So my life was just crazy. So even getting a degree was shocking. How the fuck did you get a degree? Like, how did you get it? I went to grammar school, but technically, like, I weren't the smartest in my school.
Did you do 11 plus and all them things?
Yeah, but to be honest with you, the 11 plus, it was kind of a fluke because 8 weeks before the test. It's like I just said I want to go to grammar school. My mum said, "How are you gonna do it?" And then she told my auntie the truth. I said, "To WAG primary school a little bit, right?" And after primary school,
you used to WAG primary school.
No. I said after primary school,
Okay,
so after primary school, I used to go and get tuition. And bro, to be honest with you, I failed if women just passed one. And with the lucky, I remember because looking at the letter, I thought, "Nah, I failed this one." Yeah. And I opened it and it said congratulations, and I thought amazing. But then I went to school and I was like one of the dumbest guys there.
So was you dancing in school? Because
No,
what do you do salsa?
I do salsa now.
You got rhythm.
I'm alright, I'm not bad.
I don't know much Asian brothers with look at that can dance, you know, like rhythm.
Nah, do you know what it is, bro? I'll be real with you. When I started going lessons, it's about.
What made you even go for the lessons of salsa?
So the first time when I went there was about a year ago, yeah. I tell you the truth, probably the first time I went there, I used to think salsa was like, obviously, I'm not homophobic, don't get cancelled, yeah, but the thing is, I thought salsa was gay or whatever, yeah?
Yeah.
Next thing, you know, do you know what I mean? Yeah.
It might be.
Yeah. You know what I mean? No, I'm not homophobic from it, yeah? But it's basically, I thought it was like a gay thing, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. And I walked in now to this place, yeah, and with the restaurant slash bar, because obviously I went there to have food, obviously it must have been a bar on the side of something, I don't know. But anyways, you're seeing these guys spinning these girls, you know, whatever. And I thought, that looks sick, this guy looks sick. You know what I mean? Like, he just looks like a stud. He's dancing with one girl, then I've seen him on the next one, he's dancing with another girl. I've gone, yo, this guy, he looks sick, do you know what I mean? And they did, like, they all seemed to love it. I thought, what's that? Anyway, I must ask someone, what are they doing? He goes, salsa. I said, yeah. I said, there's a lesson happening now in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. I said, oh, is it? I said, they said it's going to be free first lesson. She said, in Sheffield. I've gone, all right, I'll have a look. I've gone up there now, yeah. There's about 15 guys, 15 girls. So first everyone's just like starting up, doing a warm-up, I'm on the side. Now they line you up, 15 guys, 15 girls. Introduce yourself, introduce myself, blah, blah. Okay, they're going to teach us what, the teacher's in the middle, taught us like 1-2 moves. Then she said, okay, ladies, move to your left. So, all right, your left. Yeah. I'm like, what? So I'm with the next girl. And I still remember the moment because I was wearing a necklace. She goes, I like your necklace. So I kind of got gassed. I was like, yo, this is mad. This ain't, like, all this time I thought this was gay, but this ain't gay. Yeah. Anyways, then we learned how to dance. This is only a beginner one. Yeah. And I thought, yo, this is fun. But I never got to it then.
What, was it fun or was you just entertaining the gal?
Yeah, did you do it for gal?
To be honest with you, look. Men have done a lot of things in this world, because of women, right? Yeah, of course. Including men have conquered countries. Men get Lambos. I don't think they impress other guys. You know what I mean?
Get the Lambo, bro. Get the Lambo, any.
So even if I say it wasn't because of the girls, inside us, in nature, it must be.
This was at Sheffield.
This was up in Sheffield, but then I didn't really do it. Right? I went once or twice, and that I went a few times, but then, you know what? Just didn't really do it, and then I had a bit of a gap. But recently, in the past like year or two, I found a place. When I found one place, I left there. I went to another place, but it's like to do salsa and something called bachata. Right? You probably know what salsa is, but bachata is like that's like a very. Some people look at it and think it's very. You know what? I need a girl with me to give a move. I ain't gonna lie to you. what I can say to you is very close, yeah. But it's a sexy dance though. But the music's good. You know what I mean? Like you doing body roll and this and that. It's a good dance. And I got fascinated by it. And I thought, you know.
All right, you've only just recently got into the dancing, yeah?
Yeah. No, I did about 2 years now.
Yeah, that's recent.
Yeah.
How did the community, like the Asian community, see it?
Okay, so obviously you do still get shit for it, but at the same time, like, nah, but like you know, first when I started, I couldn't dance at all. Right, so I'll give an example. When I used to go to these places, even you have fiestas. So you know what a fiesta is?
Look.
Hey,
Send it to him. Oh no,
I can't
you
do
can't do them
that.
ones. That's too technical, isn't it?
Something like that. I
But
can't.
you got more rhythm than that, man.
You give me that. I'll give you something. You do the thing, man. Yeah.
Nice, kidding. Nah.
Roll out of the
Nah, the salsa ain't
I
working.
connected it though.
Right, I get that. Yeah, the bushetta. That was the bushetta. Yeah, that was the bushetta.
Nah, but you know, I said when I first started dancing, because you have fiestas. You know what fiesta is? Fiesta is, yeah, you walk into a room. You know, like when people go to a bar, you have to go and try and talk to two people and stuff like that. In a fiesta, everyone's there to dance. So like,
dance.
You'll start off. It'll start off as you'll have a lesson. Then after the lesson, right? They'll say, okay, everyone's dance. So now you'll dance on each song.
If you like a girl that's in there, you're going to directly dance.
You can, if you can, if you want. I'm not saying I do that, but I'm saying generally.
So what do you do?
Yeah.
So no, but
So what would you do? If we're in a room and the gal them are dancing over
How do you
there.
approach them?
Pardon?
How do you approach
Oh,
them?
Stop. Because we're spending too much time on this. I want to know, be honest now.
Yeah.
Have you taken a girl's Instagram, phone number, Snapchat from the salsa dance or the bruschetta dance?
I may have. I'm not going to comment on that fully, right?
Okay.
What I'll say is, yeah, but just to connect with people, obviously.
just
I'm
a
not
yes
that
or
kind of
no.
guy, you know what I mean?
Don't be answering like a politician. Not that one, brother. My Aston, brother.
No, but you know what? Obviously, I'm not going to lie to you. I've met some amazing people in Salsa.
Alright, cool.
I ain't going to lie to you. You know what I mean?
So, moving on to the local, so the family didn't have any problem with you moving from law to entertainment, no?
Not my immediate family. Maybe
No,
my
well,
dad a little bit.
Your dad, what was your dad like?
No, my dad really ain't said
Didn't
too
sit
much.
you down?
But remember, not sit me down. But you got to remember this, right? I'm a person who's passed my grammar test in 8 weeks. I'm a guy who was, you know, when I was younger, I used to mess around in the wrong crowd, getting arrested, etc. So the fact that I still went to uni and studied law, to them they see like my mom always says to me, not just a shock. My mom always says to me, "I believe in you because I know whatever you've wanted to do, you've done." And you've done it despite all odds. So when you're passionate about something, she goes, "You've got willpower like I've never seen before." So she knows that if I'm passionate about something, I want to do it. She knows like I'll hopefully be able to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what now? You're our cousin brother now, you know.
Yeah.
So we've got to look a bit. No, I wouldn't even call it a beef, you know. We're trying to get into the boxing as well.
Yeah.
But the person that I want to punch up is running scared.
Okay.
So, like, would you be up for like to fight as part of the Chop Shop crew?
Come in our stable.
Come in our stable and like we just mash up them.
Let you fight on our behalf.
What? So what do you mean? Like it's like a chop shop?
It's gonna be like
It's
a
like
fight
Chop
night.
Shop team. We're gonna be like the blue.
We're
We'll
gonna
be the blue corner.
You're gonna be part of our team.
That's not a bad idea. As long as they're part of the team, it's also like cool with me.
Of course. Now we're fighting, it's us against them.
You're nice. You're protected. It's
That's
us versus them.
that doesn't
I
sound
just want to let you know, you're protected fully. All I want you to do is mash up a man like you mash up. What's his name? Zoab. Or you beat up Zoab, or did you lose?
Now, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you.
Be honest.
No, I ain't going to lie to you. You know Zohaib, yeah?
Zoab. What's his name? Arshad.
After the fight I had with him, I ain't going to lie, he showed me nothing me but respect. I did win the fight, but at the same time, you know what, bro? Hands up. You know, he's done certain things for me, which I can't even explain. Like in terms of, you know, he's helped me out where you think, hold on one second. You would never believe, if you didn't know that we had a fight, you'd never believe it. I did after the fight. Do you get me? So he's done certain things for me, right? Yeah. Where like even he's seen me in some places and he's been like, bro, any trouble? And he asked me like 10 times, any trouble? I'm here for you. Imagine, you know what I'm trying to say? And I've done, whoa, like You can't believe you had a fight with someone.
Yeah, so it's just
That's-
entertainment,
That's,
the fight.
that's the respect of the ring.
Yeah,
though.
bro, it's mad.
You can't go in the ring and we have a punch up, and then outside of the ring, I want to beat you up. That's not good.
That's what people don't actually understand about boxing. Like, you
get me?
know what
How
I mean?
did you get into that, the boxing?
To be honest, I was doing Thai boxing for some time actually. Right, I did it for like a few years, and then boxing, I got into it because I realized there's like a big scene right now. So last year, then I was like, my cousin Moni, who's also here, but he basically said, he told me that. So he's a singer, by the way. I was saying, basically he
We might want to singing bars, you know, see what you got. Yeah, you know that Jay Sean. You know Jay Sean.
Regav.
Do you know Jay Sean? If you don't know Jay Sean, you're not. All right then.
What about Regav?
I was about to start. All right. Say no more. Do you know Jay Sean?
Yeah.
You
was
look a bit
signed to
like
Cash
him.
Money.
still.
Well, I think that laugh should be a snippet. That laugh will go viral. I get all the hate for the laugh. Nah, do you know that uncontrollable laugh just comes out?
Boxing?
Oh no, so obviously my cousin told me, was like, bro, look, you get me, you're doing Thai boxing, this, that, whatever, but at the same time, like, boxing, it's where it's at right now. This is the scene for you. Like, you're creating content, like, bro, you should be looking at this as something that you can actually, do. And then I was like, thinking about it. He said, look, you've been saying for a long time, you're gonna do it. And then I was like, you know what? Cool. And then obviously, to cut a long story short, got into boxing, started going to a boxing club, asked an ABC, was learning, blah, blah, I was doing a few things, sparring, whatever. But then I met the guy I used to work with, right? He was younger than me, but obviously he's a good guy, right? And I see him a lot. And I was basically going to see I'd gone to boxing, I was going to see my Thai boxing instructor, right? And so on the way there, there was another gym there, about a new boxing gym to open. So I've just thought, let me step in and say hello. Because I'd missed my boxing session, actually. That's why I was going there. Walked in, I see this guy that used to work with me. How you doing? Oh, you're here. What are you doing here? He goes, I was coaching someone. He's 22 years old. You coaching someone? He said, yeah, this guy, whatever. I said, okay, cool. I said, listen, I just missed boxing. Do you mind if I jump on a few bit of pads with you? He goes, yeah, let me go pray. I'm going to come back to you. Anyways, bro, come back to me now. And as I'm on the pads, he's telling me, like, are you doing this wrong? Because you've done Thai boxing, you've got certain, like, you're too wide, do this, do that. And as you know, you know that this guy ain't just some random personal trainer in the gym telling you got a box. The one guys say, I've got a boxing license, but they've never fought in their life. You know what I'm trying to say? They probably like want to look cool in front of the girls that they're a boxing trainer, but really they're not, yeah? That's what I realised. He's not that. He's actually a real legit thing. I just started chatting to him. He's gone, bro, I've had like 21, 22 fights. Then realised he's the second best amateur, basically one of the best amateurs in the country right now. I'm 54 kg. Then obviously I've gone, yeah, okay. He's gone, I said, okay, we'll train together sometime. Then I started training with him. When I started training with him, but that's when I realised, you know what? It's kind of the man. From the moment I've been training with him, I've had a few fights now. But he is one of the main reasons. In my fight, I had a fight in December, I kind of nearly got robbed, yeah? It was a draw, but at the same time, everyone said that I'd won the fight. Now, I know it's controversial to say that, but I was very adamant it was, and everyone else was, purely because that opponent, see the promotion, they were trying to set me up kind of from the beginning by lying about other people's, they weigh this, but they don't, and they weren't coming in. But then when it come to the actual fight, the guy had 500,000 followers who I fought, and he was last minute, so obviously, to make him lose, it wouldn't be profitable because they thought about having a rematch fight. Okay. Because they could hype it up.
Did you get a
What
rematch?
show
No,
was that?
like, fuck that, huh?
What show was that?
What show was that?
Yeah.
T Diddy Promotions.
T Diddy.
T Diddy, yeah.
Oh, free Diddy. Diddy's free.
T Diddy. T Diddy.
Free Diddy.
So I'm saying you messed up with the name.
So who have we been seeing you online on TikTok, like going at it with, or like,
Look, there's been a few people.
Yeah.
Before I continue that, though, I'll tell you one thing. After that fight, and I'll tell you something now, and this is something that people would want to hear, bro. So after that fight where I got robbed, right? Yeah. Honestly, my coach phoned me, yeah? My coach, Jassy Badwell, right? He phoned me and he goes to me, he goes, what you saying? You're training on next week, you'll have a few days rest. You're back on it? That's how he is. You know it is, because he's a fighter himself. Yeah. He knows the mentality. I'm not like, going to let you slack. He goes, you got to train.
All right, tell the truth. Did you go Turkey?
Did I go Turkey? What for? Teeth? I knew you were asking that question. No, this is Invisalign.
Same thing, though.
Yeah, no, Invisalign, they straightened it.
So they're your teeth.
Yeah, my teeth, yeah.
No procedures.
Nah, mashallah. No, oh, they took out a tooth. Probably put one fake tooth at the bottom.
Because I thought Arshad boxed one of the teeth out. And I didn't.
To be honest with you, I said with Zahabi, he did, you know, as all respect, but he didn't.
It didn't hurt you.
But if you watch the video, you'll see the. But I got respect for him because of what he's done for me after the fight.
I want to know the up and coming because I've seen you online,
Yeah.
losing your head, this, that, blah, blah, blah.
So, bro, I'm gonna tell you something now. The thing is, yeah.
Tell me something, cousin.
Okay, about the fact that this is what I say to you, this is what you're gonna hear. I was actually gonna stop boxing after that robbery. That's what I'm gonna explain. This is what you wanna hear, yeah. And people don't know this apart from my coach. So what happened is after the draw, my coach go to my coach. He phoned me. He goes, when you know what, next week, have a few days rest and we're back on. I said, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really know if I want to do this, right? He goes, what do you mean? I said, bro, look at after the world. That. He goes, bro, you won. He goes, you won the fight. He goes, what are you doing? He goes, he said, bro, this is like a big mission for you. You could actually smash it, right? He goes, I'm gonna train you. He goes, I haven't been even training you for that long. He goes, watch when I get my hands on. He goes, trust me. You know what? Okay. Then I got into it, and then I got the next fight. Won him. Then I had the next fight. Won him.
So how many fights have you had overall?
In the past 6 months, I've had 3 fights.
3 fights. Okay.
Yeah.
Research team, you fucking around because I've only got 1 fight on here.
Yeah. So
That's a lot.
we had Ramsey. Yeah. So one every 2 months really.
You get making money out of it.
Yeah, mashallah, it's been alright. It's been
How
good.
much?
I think that's a personal question. How long is a piece of string?
How long's a piece of string? 3 figures or 4 figures? Trying to know so we know what to pay you.
No. In my we can negotiate that off camera. But the thing is, what I'm saying to you is, look, just that message is just to show that your coach really does matter. Even on the fight with the Zahaib fight, right? My ankle was messed up due to when I was sparring. I sprained my ankle, right? And then on the fight, sprained my ankle, and also, I was slightly ill, right? Yeah, and you can see that in my vlog. I was actually ill, yeah? Not slightly, I was kind of ill on the whole week as well. He said, I do not give a fuck, bro. He goes, I fought in the ring. He goes, I fought in championships, right? Whatever. He goes, I fought 3 days in a row. And he goes, I won the fights. He goes, but I was ill. So he goes, if you lose the fight, he goes, then the best man won in the day. He goes, but I don't want you to have the excuse. He goes, you've trained so hard for this. He goes, you're going to win, I'm telling you. But the moment, even before the fight, yeah, I was there thinking, bro, you're getting me into this shit. I'm going to go out there and look like an idiot. The moment I got in the ring.
Switched on.
Everything went. The illness, pain. It was fucking weird. He told me, you're just going to get adrenaline. It's all going to go out the window. You're not going to feel nothing. And I was like, in my head, I was like, bro, you fucked me over, right? And the moment I got in there, bro, gone.
So you're undefeated and you've just took 2 wins and a draw.
Bro, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and when I was younger, I had a fight as well, so that was another win. So yeah. So yeah, man.
Who's the geezer that wants to punch you up right now?
Oh yeah, you asked me that question.
That's what I
Yeah.
wanna know.
Well, a lot of people who want to punch me up. The thing is, this guy now, this is a major fight, right? That a lot of people want to see, and you know what? He came out.
Are you on it? Are you on it or not?
I'm on it for definite, but is he on it? Is he gonna lose the weight? That's the question. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to put the weight
So how
on?
much are you
I don't want
weighing?
to turn him into a fat bastard, Brian. I don't want to, like that's not something I want to do.
So what weight is he?
So right now, even though he keeps lying that he lost weight, he's fighting about he's fighting around 70 kg, right? I fight at 63 kg, right? And it's simple as that. Like obviously we want to fight at my weight, innit? Because you're calling me out. If you're heavier and you're calling me out, why am I gonna go up weight? So I'm gonna lose my fitness. I'm gonna put on weight just to fight you, just to prove a point. No, you're gonna fight me, and he's saying I'm gonna do it, and I've done it. Even in the last fight, he's saying he's done it. But his last fight was like minimum 68 kg. So how is he? You know what I mean?
Do you know who inside the
So
baller
we had about
is?
Gorakal, yeah?
Do you know who inside the
I know
baller
who
is?
inside the baller is, yeah.
He's fighting as well. Would that be a fight that can happen or?
Do you know what?
They don't look like the same weight.
No,
class
we're not
to
the
me.
same way. But inside the baller is actually a friend of mine, yeah. We speak. I know he's Gorakal's mate as well.
When you coming inside baller,
Inside the baller, when you
flopped us
landing,
last
bro.
time.
he flopped
Trust
us,
me.
yeah, he flopped us.
I'll tell him the thing about inside the baller is, okay, I can't say personal conversations that we're having it. No, but what I'll say is though that we've got respect for each other in the sense that what I mean, like we support each other in terms of the journey, right? Like what we're doing, and that's it.
So can I ask you, how do you think your TikTok following, online following, not just TikTok, like online following, got to where it is.
To be honest with you, I feel like, and it's as bad. Well, you could easily say it should be more, but but you could easily say that. But if it should be more, then it would be more, right? Having said that, though, having said that, though, whenever people like post videos of me, or even at the press conference of the fights, like I'm the one making the noise. Like on the T Diddy promotions.
It's T Diddy. We might need to know who T Diddy is, you know.
Take your top off. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Anyways, on T Diddy, what happened there is my clips are going viral. I went on CSL now, yeah. Bro, my clips are going viral. Certain views, like they getting like over 1 million views. You know what I mean? Yeah. Some of my videos got over 1 million views or 2 million views. But the thing is, so these people have seen my videos, but they're not following. I mean, obviously, if you don't like them, you're not going to follow them. So they're seeing me. Like, if I go on my insights on Instagram, like, I've got 23,000 followers, but the impressions over the month will be like 1 million altogether. So that many people have seen me, but they're not following me. So so it's just about that, hopefully there'll be a transition in it. Like, one day, the people who hate on me will start to support me. Maybe after I knock out Gora Khan, and then it turns into that, you know what I'm saying?
Is that fight on?
Inshallah, it's on. For me, Gora Khan, what you saying, man? You want to fight?
Yeah.
Yo, Gora Khan, listen, you're saying you want to fight. You're saying you want to do this. Gora Khan, yeah? So he doesn't know if he's Asian or he's white, but it's one of them ones. But listen, the thing is, yeah, man saying, I want to fight. Yeah, you're saying this, yapping that. But why aren't you losing the weight? You said you were 65 kg in your last fight. You weren't, bro. You're actually arguing with your opponent about weight, and you're trying to say about me about weight. Make the fucking weight and stop talking shit. It's like me going to some kid and yapping, knowing the fight's never going to happen. So I keep talking. Now I look like the cool guy. But guess what? I don't actually want to fight the guy because I'm not willing to lose weight. What? Does that even make sense?
So you can knock him out or win the fight?
I definitely believe that. I'll be honest with you. And I think he knows that as well. Simple as that. You know what I mean?
A man coming down weight, it means he might still have the power.
He might still have the power, but the thing is, we've grown up in Aston, bro. And I said I was on it, man. Them.
Say no more. No, let me get the drink for that one there. I am getting the drink for that one. No, for that one. Hey, it's from Smalley. You don't know.
I'm a Heath boy. Listen, listen. If there was an Aston versus Smalley, listen.
Hey, say that again. What you say? Listen. Aston brother.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Proceed now.
Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, though, like, people speak about the weight, whatever. Okay, in the boxing ring, weight might matter to a certain extent because you want everything's controlled, right? But at the same time, I'm not really scared of someone heavy as punch because, bro, we grew up in Aston, bro.
Thank you.
Having to fight our whole lives, you know what I mean?
Thank you.
Even prior to getting into the boxing thing, I'd probably had more fights than a lot of boxers because just having to get into shit, it doesn't mean that the people were as good as the boxers, but I got into a lot of fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? And with big guys, you couldn't think, he's bigger than me now. I can't fight the guy.
Have you ever lost a fight?
Man's talking shit. I've been rushed quite a few times too.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah,
what happened
so,
with you had some black eyes on your TikTok, man.
Bro, you know what it is? It happens. I tell you, I ain't gonna lie.
Stop. Just talk me through the rushing.
That's the story.
I want to know a step-by-step talking. Like, obviously, you've seen the videos, yeah?
Yeah.
You can reflect on it, yo, shit, like, my back was against the wall, then I had to curl up, then, you see that punch there? That one got me. Like, I need honesty.
If you want the honest truth?
Yes.
Whenever I've been rushed.
More than once?
I've been loads of times in my life. Even before social media, whatever. In Aston, bro, I don't know if you lot probably know. No, you don't know this. Look, in Aston. Okay, no. Look, you know this, okay. You know, back in the days, not anymore. No, big love to my Bengali brothers, yeah?
Bengali.
But listen, no. But back in the days, when we were younger, it was...
Bengali?
I'm Pakistani.
Oh, true.
But, when I was younger... There was Bengalis and Pakistanis used to fight each other.
Yeah,
in
that
Aston,
was the beef.
Yeah. I don't know if he knows about that. Aston, yeah, in Aston. Not in every other area. So, so what happened? But now, believe it or not, because I went to a grammar school, come back. Now, Dida never went to school with me, right? So now I used to get rushed all the time.
In the grammar school?
By the Bengalis.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. But then now the weird thing is, okay, I ain't gonna lie. Then I went back and had to fight quite a few of them. One-to-ones and that. So I'd get rushed, go back, so you want to bring back the boys. And then now, it's been years now, but the thing is, but we're all safe. Like I could see one of them now and be told
Yeah,
love like yo, what
that was in your
them.
younger days, but you just say back in the day, it was
but
like
bro, I used to get rushed every other week, bro. Like I had like it's mad, yeah. I had to fucking like build a bit of reputation for myself in terms of like to defend myself. Like I'd get rushed, then I'd go back, phone the boys. You know what I mean? You probably know that. You probably know some of my best mates. I'm trying to say, yeah.
Have you ever been rushed and had no credit? That you can't make a phone call?
No, it's not. Oh,
you
no
lost
credit.
the
Okay.
phone.
I think no credit. I was like, huh? Yeah. Nah. To be honest with you, I'll tell you straight. You know what? One of I'll mention his name. You get me? One of my best mates. You know what I mean? And he found someone for me within 24 hours. When I say his name, you probably know who he is. But obviously, don't want to know if you got beef with him. I doubt it. The thing is, yeah, within 24 hours, bro, he found the guy, bro, and he was just we got him, and it was mad. But so what happened is now, yeah. So my best mate's name's Rolo. I don't know if you know who he is, yeah. Yeah. So he's one of my best mates. So he's like obviously, and he lost his leg now, and yeah. But the thing that happened is, so certain man, yeah, randomly, like I must have been out of Rolo these lot. Anyways,
not randomly. It can't be random.
And I'll tell you what random. So I've wandered off. From Rolo these lot, yeah. So what's happened? I was just in town, right? Just chilling, yeah.
In a nightclub.
No, I don't go clubbing like that. I just go salsa dancing. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, like they've gone for food or whatever. I've gone outside. I've seen two guys arguing with each other. This is exactly what's happened. I've seen two guys arguing with each other, and this is the moment. This is the day I learned. Don't ever get involved if it's not your problem.
You didn't know. Wait, you didn't know that already.
Never knew that. But you have to get back to learn it sometimes.
Oh my god.
So I've just gone. You know what I've done? There's two guys arguing, and they got two groups behind them with them two arguing. I've gone, lads, calm down, man, forget it, man, just chill. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you? They looked at me. Bro, I've gone, no, nothing like that. Bro, the anger they had for themselves.
They switched on you.
They switched on me.
And mash you up.
Rushed me now, yeah. Now, one of the guys, he said, anyway, they're rushing me. I said, yo, I'm going to get you back. Because obviously, you know, like, martial art, whenever I've been rushed throughout my whole life, like I haven't actually been knocked out. I'm trying to say that. Even if we dropped, I'm going to get back up. Still talking shit, yeah, exactly. So I'm going, yo, no, but not talking shit, I'm telling the truth. I'm saying, yo, I'm going to find you. I said, yo, I'm going to find you. I said, what's your name? He said his name, bro. That was the biggest mistake he ever could have made.
Yeah.
Because I said, where are you from? He said the area. Told me his name. Going on like a bad man. I go, okay then. One of them said that. Made phone call. To one said this day. He said, yo. He said, you know what? We're going to find out. Anyways, now, yeah. We're going to lay the man down. No, we're going to find out. I did at night time. Next day now, about 7 p.m. Right, yeah. I get a phone call. Right. I'm by Charlie's Chip Shop in Aston. Right, yeah. These.com. Right.
Do you have to beep out his name, or do you want to just run with this?
No. I'll run with his name because you know what? He's a true, real friend, and he's a bad man.
He needs to know. He needs to know your rating.
I respect you. I don't
on the internet. On the big internet.
I don't forget it.
You get me? On the big internet. Needs to know that. Naveed Central.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Cool. Actually, I just interested now you're saying that, but the thing is, what I'm trying to say is, no. Should I beep that? Okay.
That beep now is going to be funny.
I ain't gonna try and hurt anyone up there, innit? But anyways, bro, ones have come. I still remember they've actually come in RS6, yeah, gunmetal grey one. If you know, if you know where they are,
in RS6.
You know he's got money. You know what I'm talking about it. Yeah, I'm not drawing on my yeah. And he's on job. So the thing is, they've come down.
In the RS6.
Yeah, but
he says he's got money in the job.
You know what? This is too hot. No. What I'm trying to say to you.
Just come down. Yeah, we're gonna sort of.
I think I can feel like I'm getting high off the fumes. It's mad, you know. Right? I'm not even smoking. I'm getting high off the fumes. It's mad. Anyways, okay, beep out certain names. Anyways, mans have come down, jumped in the car. Then what they've done is they've phoned the geezer. So one geezer knew he was in the car. He said, where are you? Come link up. So the value of the RS6, you can understand. My man has come to the car to say, well, go on, because this is one of like the guys, known guys in the area, not the other guy who we were with, who knows who's found out exactly who exactly this guy is.
Yeah.
So man, he's come to the car, the two of his bedrooms. I'll go on what he's saying. They go jump in. He fucks off two of his bedrooms to jump in the RS6 just to like, boy, they leave you for a car. Forget a girl, they leave you for a car. He jumped in the car. I'm sitting in the back now, right?
So they could have mashed you up in the back.
No man, I'm with them now.
And them in the RS6.
Now I'm in the back.
Yeah.
This guy now, the guy who was talking shit last night, a part of the guy that rushed me, who actually got the final hit on me, right? He ended up being in the back of the car. So they said to him, you ended up, blah, this, that. Next thing you know, bro, man's have just like, all right then, boom. They said to me, stay on the phone. So I'm there on the phone, yeah, while still in the car. He hasn't seen me. He doesn't know it was me in the back, him in the middle, and someone else on the right. Because when he jumped in, the other guys got out of lane coming in the middle. But he ain't seen my face. He is not putting two and two together. Last night, you've just rushed someone. But never in a million years. Because one of the rated...
So linked up, innit?
Yeah.
One of the rated people in the area has called him. He's got gassed. I'm jumping in the car. Oh, fuck off, my mates. I'm chilling with this guy. He's thinking he's rolling now, yeah?
You're outside RS6 vibes.
Then what happened is, the moment he started chatting, I looked at him. I said, motherfucker. Started whacking him up now, yeah? I ain't gonna lie to you. Started whacking him up, kicked him out of the car. But I ain't gonna lie, obviously, you know what? I'm not gonna go into too much depth. But what I'll say is that day got my redemption, and all I remember is, I'm sorry, and you know, all the this, that. You get me?
So that meant a million to you.
And you know what? It was the best feeling in the world. I ain't gonna lie, best feeling in the world. Obviously, I'm not about violence or anything like that, but you know what? Let me tell you what I'm doing now. You know when you get rushed? And then you grab one of them. Because I always say, I didn't care. I didn't care about the rest. Could be 50 of you, but I'm going to grab one of you. There's that feeling.
That motherfucker's getting it.
That motherfucker.
Fucking getting
You're
it,
a
bro.
fucking dog.
But you know what?
That's a real Asian man lyric. That one is your fucking dog.
No, but you know what? But how
Motherfucker.
But how mad is that though, boys, yeah? How mad is that? Look, you could get rushed by 50 guys. We just grab one of them. And you do your job, and but next day. But that's why I rate. And you know what, my friend, I fucking rate him because he's so connected. He was able to fucking get out.
Yeah. I hear that.
We're not gonna mention it.
So your brethren kind of set him up, innit?
Yeah, he did, but he deserved to. He deserved to.
Yeah.
And my bedroom with me and his loyalty to me is my best mate and not his best mate. And he didn't even know him. The other guy knew him, so his mate knew him, but the other guy didn't know him when he was mate. He just knew him from the area. And the other guy was like a rated guy in the area, so this guy is gassed. Yo, he's phoned me to link up. Fucking hell, you know what I'm trying to say? But, you know, it's just a story of redemption, man. It's like, you know, other guy, there was a video on the train. It got over 1 million views. I don't know if anyone's seen it. But basically, I got rushed. This was in Birmingham City Centre about 1-2 years ago. I rushed again. Anyways, bro. No, but now it's content, but them days weren't content. Now.
Have you ever thought of like carrying a weapon when you get rushed on these times?
To be honest with you, all I say is, you know, thank God, alhamdulillah, brother, I ain't been, you know, killed or anything. And obviously that's what, you know, you always think in your head about, bro.
These Russians ain't like proper Russians, though.
Yeah.
They're not
TikTok
proper.
Russians.
Like kicking your face. Yeah, they're kicking you in your face type of Russians.
No,
like,
they are, man.
I've been there. I've been kicked bad though.
like a football, like boom.
Yep, it's happened. It's happened in my life. I've been rushed so many times that I'm being honest with you. I've had my head stamped on. It's happened, like bro. But I've still got motherfucking backup, bro.
You ever report it to police?
To be honest with you,
there's nothing wrong with you. Don't say
no. To be honest with you, with them situations, it hasn't ever happened. Obviously. Police. The only time the police ever did turn up was when I got stabbed by Aston Park when I was about 18, 19, and that was right there. I got rushed and stabbed. But that was the only situation police have ever come to. Nah. That was some other guys from another area, but
No. That would never happen in small youth, you know.
No. Do you know why? Do you know how this? Do you know how they got me? They got me, yeah, because obviously these guys got me because they weren't looking for me. I went to them in the car. There's two of them, so I thought there was two of them. These aren't pussies. They come to like football in the park or whatever. I've gone, yo, you looking for me? Now, anyways, it must have kicked off in college. So these lot had been looking for me because they weren't at my college, but they'd come looking for me. They were a bit older as well. So
What college you go, son?
I went MBC. Actually, did go something.
Like Matthew Bolton.
Matthew Bolton, yeah. But anyways, when they came and they hit one of my mates from another area, but they were looking for me. Anyways, I must have gone to the car. There's two of them in the car. And yo, what you saying? You're looking for me? I go, what's your name? Because I didn't know how I looked. It wasn't social media or anything like that. They didn't have anything like that. And then, anyways, got a long story short, they said, oh, no, it's all cool. Then, yeah, they've gone, right? I've just phoned one of my mates saying, oh, you know, a certain man in the area. He goes, you know what, bro? He goes, just don't fucking be there. I'm not here. I'm not in the ends right now. Just don't be there. Anything can happen. Bro, got a long story short, them motherfuckers have come back with 2 more cars, right?
You're always getting yourself into mix because
And in the cars as well.
Yeah, man.
And then obviously got into shit and then that was it. One guy said there's been a bit of a problem. That's what I remember. There's been a bit of a problem. This guy from here looking at me. These guys are standing there. I still remember. There's been a bit of a problem. I can tell this motherfucker wants to throw a punch. So I'm focusing on him at the same time. Yeah. So as he's going to throw a punch, I moved out the way. I've started fucking whacking him. They've all jumped on me. Get me like, bro.
Fuck sure.
Yeah, but they didn't knock me out. I didn't even know I've been stabbed, bro, to be honest with you. I didn't know. It was only like, oh, I remember saying, motherfuckers, what, bam, bam, bam. And then that's when someone randomly come at the end when you've been rushed to be like, yo, look there, you've been rushed. Because when they were rushing me, I was like this.
And then is this Asian guys?
Yeah.
I thought there was like peace in your community, man.
Nah, but you got to understand that.
It's Rami over there. I miss Rami.
No, every community is, there's never going to be full on peace, bro. Like, obviously.
Nah, no, but you know what it is? I thought like religiously you like were more disciplined than like.
Yeah, but.
You get me then?
Having said that though, yeah. You know, okay, how many Asian men do a lot of things that we shouldn't do? You know what I mean? In Pakistan, I'm trying to say like
I like the honesty.
Yeah, nice drilling, like, you know what I mean?
I like the honesty.
Yeah. So obviously, it's,
I like the honesty.
It's
when it comes to them do balloons and that.
Balloons, yeah.
Don't laugh, you know it.
I do balloons. Pardon?
You do balloons?
I don't do balloons
anymore.
It's funny, you know. No. You know what it is? Me personally, right? Like
the brothers do it.
I'm naturally drunk. I'm naturally drunk. Right now, I'm probably high off the fumes, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Is the fumes good?
Do you know what? I've been to Amsterdam 4 times,
weed?
so I've smelt it before many times.
Anything else?
Anything else? No, definitely not crack or heroin.
Okay. No, not crack or heroin.
Nah, but.
What you say? Yeah.
Oh, no, you know what it is? What I'm saying to you is,
Nah, oh yeah.
What? Yeah, nah, interesting. Now, do you know what it is? It's just a crazy world, man. Just a crazy world. You just got to make sure that, you know, you're around the right people.
Basically.
Around the right people, and that's it.
So this fight, yeah, I know you called him out already. But is there anything else, like anybody else that you want to let them know that you're ready to punch? Stop.
What's his name? Gora?
No, Gora. No, say it. So can you give me a look at, if I tell you something, yeah, can you say it for me? It's a fight. You gonna get paid.
Yeah. Also,
you know the fight that we want to do.
You can't hear anyone off the mic. Can you hear anyone outside off the mic?
No.
Okay, so if you think I should say something, do say it from the back.
Yeah.
I know it sounds crazy.
If
I forget something. Anything. If you see me say something that I should have said, then you can say it. No, come on. Now you can't hear on the mic.
I want you to say, yo, sinners. Yeah.
You're not serious.
Yeah, sinners, you're not serious. Fucking punches. Something like, give us some fight talk. Sinners are the opponents. We're ChopShop podcast. They're sinners podcast. And you're part of our boxing setup. So.
Oh, I can't. You know what I did? I can't say something like that straight away without knowing.
We need a call out clip.
We need a call out. Anyone can get it. Sinners, you little pussies. Yeah. That's what we want. You're part of our team. We're on smoke with you.
Say stop sitting down with. Do you know what you say? You know what you say?
Hey, brother.
Stop sitting down with Transformers. And get in the ring.
I'm thinking. I don't know who the sinners are. Is that a good idea?
Don't worry, you're good.
Sinners, it's haram.
It's haram.
Yo, sinners, stop being haram. Do you know what I'm saying? Listen. The chop shop was saying, that's how we're going to put it. The chop shop was saying they got beef with you. You know what I'm saying?
We have.
We may have to decide if I'm fighting one of you. We have to decide. You get me? Keeping it politically correct, but at the same time, you never know. As we're saying, anyone can get it.
Yes, my Aston brother.
You know what I mean?
You versus yes. Naveed Central.
Put the gloves on. Put the gloves on.
You get me?
Tell CS to put the gloves on.
Yeah, tell
Drop
him
the
CS.
camera and put the gloves on.
CS.
Yeah.
CS. Stop the CS gas. Stop gassing. You get me? Put the gloves on. Chop shop wants ya.
That's what I'm saying. Yo, full on smoke the chop shop talk. You know, listen, I don't even want to tell you. Yo, if you're a true believer.
Wait, this is why, listen, this is why. See this? I guarantee your other podcasts, people may have been buzzing here, they may have had alcohol, they may have had weed, yeah? This is sober energy. Yeah. You know why they hate? You know why they hate? Because when they see me active, they don't like it. Because I'm obviously, bro, like, look, you know what it is in life, you just gotta be yourself, bro. I get hate and love, but the thing is, I think it's because, because of the amount of shit I've had in my life, bro. I don't walk into a room going on sick. Sometimes it can be a bad thing for me because I'm too friendly with everyone.
No, you're cool, brother.
No. But I mean, but I mean, generally, like when I walk into a room, like even if it's an influencer, like fucking 50 influencers, I'm the guy walking around to fucking everyone, talking to them. I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm showing them love.
That's the Aston in you, though, man.
Yeah, yeah. But it probably is like if you don't, you walk out and yeah,
that's true.
No, but it is. But maybe every area does have that different bit of love kind of thing, yeah. But the thing is, me personally, bro, like the way I see it is, sometimes people hate on you because they don't want to. They're not willing to showcase who they are because they think, someone might think this or someone might think that. Whereas me, like I think, bro, like I'm gonna be my fucking self, bro. Like if I want to dance, I'm gonna fucking dance. You know what I mean? If I want to do this, I want to do this. They might say, oh, you're doing the attention, this, that. Bro, don't give a fuck, fam. Like, you know what I mean? You're a guy, I'm not gay, bro. I don't need your attention. I'm trying to say, bro, yeah?
Is that what the community is saying, though? You've been having them rumours on your name?
No, just...
I'm just checking.
No. What I'm trying to say is, though, that, people hate on you, when you are willing to do... When you can do things that they aren't willing to do. Yeah. And it's simple as that. You're never going to get someone who's hating on you, who's on their own mission in life. Because... Why are they going to hate on you? Like, me, for example, I don't hate on someone. Like, bro, if I see someone in a Lambo, like, I'm not going to be like, oh, motherfucker, why has he got a Lambo for? No, like, I'm happy for you. Like, I know him head, yo. You probably worked for it. It's cool. If I see someone successful...
What about you see a man in a block car? What's the top car?
Bugatti.
Yeah, Bugatti or something, no.
You know what? You know I do? Honestly, this is exactly what I do. I go up to him, and I actually read this in a book called Secret of the Millionaire Mind, yeah. He says, when you see someone in a successful position, go up to him, shake their hand, and if like, this is a nice car, he goes, you go up to him, say to him, thank you so much for being such a good role model. What do you do? And bro, let me give an example. I use that exact same thing even when I was in uni, bro. I was in uni, I went up to this guy, randomly said, mate, you know what, mate? Beautiful car, bro. Thank you so much for being such a good role model. He goes, what do you do? I go, I'm at uni, right? And he goes, jump in, I take you for a spin. And he actually took me for a spin in the fucking car, right? And he said to me, no one has ever done that. He goes, because you told me you're in uni, he goes, I know you like one of the most.
A fast car and some haze will really get an Asian man.
Why do the Asians like the RS3?
They love fast car and haze.
I think it's just a fast car, bro. Like,
every Asian's gassed over the S3.
I'm not. Yeah. I'm not that gassed up. I think.
You'll guess.
Not off RS3. I'm, to be honest, RS6, yeah.
Yeah, that one gas it.
RS6 is
gas it. That's because he said that.
No, but you know what? Like, my dream cars are more like supercars, so like super cars. Like, but even a Bugatti isn't.
So listen, sorry to cut you, my brother. Before we sign out, I want to know.
I want to know. Ask you something else. Go on.
I want to know. Since you've been online and that.
Don't forget what you're going to say, though.
The gal them have been on you, though, innit? Because, I don't know if I can say this. Are you going to allow me to say this?
You can say whatever you want. It's your podcast, not mine.
I know the gal them are on you. I want to tell me some stories about the gal them, because even when I was eating food, I'm eating food, minding my business, and the gal them, is that Naveed? He's eating solo.
Yeah.
Can I say this? And then Tuesday you eating on a date.
You can say,
Yeah, and then
I was eating solo when I was in it.
you arrived solo, eating your food, and then
Hold on, you have a wife at home.
No, I'm not married or anything.
Oh,
like that.
yeah, yeah.
you said you have wife at home. Huh? And then the girl them sat down and was eating food with you and started mingling. Is that regular thing?
I'm just a friendly guy, innit? That's what
I know you are. I
And the
know.
girl looking at you like the Bollywood Dream.
Nah, do you know what it is? I'm like Marmite, I'm like loving
No,
it.
forget that Marmite line. You dropped that one earlier. Oh, the girl them looking at you. As a,
You know, I ain't gonna lie, I forgot about the situation.
Wait. What's the word? What they say? Sonia. What's the word? Sonia?
Sonia.
And the Sonia is looking at you like you're the Bollywood Dream.
Do you know,
Yeah.
if I'm honest truth, I'm more like attracted to like other nationalities and I get more along with them. Like,
Yeah.
so, like
Of a race, did you date outside your race?
I've dated Spanish, I've dated Russian, Lithuanian, Moroccan.
You like blondies, innit?
Nah, I just do it like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Is I always say this, yeah. If a girl asks me, have you like, the fact that you haven't just been with one girl, or you may have been with more than one girl, right? I always say, listen, this is the truth. And this is the reason, have you got a wife? I haven't. The reason is because I've been on a soul searching journey. I'm trying to find my soulmate. And I haven't found my soulmate yet. So I may have met other girls, just didn't work out. It doesn't mean I'm a player, doesn't mean any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
You might meet a few girls that say they met me or whatever, but even if I went on a date and it didn't work out, but that's not because, I'm a player, it's because I meet someone and it might not work out. I'm not going to stay with someone, you know what I mean? I want to find this right one. But she might be the right girl, the one I meet next.
Before we sign out, do you want to big up that one special one? That one special one? Or no?
Hey, you are the special
Have you
one.
ever been put
know
in-
who you are.
Have you ever been put in a weird date in the same guy group?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not saying, actually, not saying good. Sorry. I've been in a situation where I was kind of dating someone, and then what happened is, like I kind of only knew, but she was actually from another country. She was actually Lithuanian. Yeah, and what happened is I can speak a bit of Lithuanian, so I can speak loads of languages.
You can speak Lithuanian.
A little bit. Labas, Cape Sakas, Ashby,
Good skatable.
Gugu Gaga.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? You're not serious.
No, okay, I'll translate. No, but I think I'll translate. Okay. Labas, Cape Sakas, hello, how are you? Ashby, Tuva, Krepshini. I love Lithuania, and Krepshini is basketball because it's the national sport, like football is here.
Buskaska is like, I'm cool. That's all I know.
I thought you were joking.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Buskaska. That's what I'm saying.
I said, tu eres la begracias akis. What does that mean? You have beautiful eyes. Ashby, I love you. Come on, dude.
Google Translate, yeah?
No, but no, just because when I meet people, if I meet... Ciao, mi chiamo Naveed. Tu come ti chiama? Dove sei stato per tutta la mia vita? Where have you been all my life? Ti amo per tutta la mia vita. I will love you all my life. Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? How are you? Eres guapa, pero yo soy más guapo. You're beautiful, but I'm better looking, yeah? I'm saying, tú tienes un novio. Do you have a boyfriend? Yo necesito tu número de teléfono. I need your telephone.
I like
What
that.
about, can you speak Arabic? How do you say beautiful?
Marhaba, inti halway. Ta'ali wasini halwa. Come here and give me a kiss. You're beautiful. Yeah, that's it. Majnoon means you're crazy. Say any other country, this is fun.
Yeah. Could you speak Patwa? Speak like...
What a go on, my bedroom. Rasta man just talk crystal. We're not talk too much. We're not chat too much. We do them things. Big up Biggie, with the chill out time. Biggie's Joe Reggae dish, Be up next to Chaps back in the days. You're in Aston about a train station. In the back, the man, they used to just chill there. You get me? Like, Chaps. Next door to Chaps. Joe Reggae dish, his name was big guy, with the chill.
Hey!
Good guy.
What's your best places to eat out, like takeaways in Birmingham?
Takeaways, there's quite a few, but do you know me? To be honest with you, I'm sick of big up Charlie's Chip Shop, because of the Chip Shop, by the way, yeah. but also like you know,
Charlie, your cousin.
yes,
Big up, Charlie.
and so basically, you already know. You know Shamia.
I know what of them. Shamia.
Big up Shamia, by the way. Big Shamia could have been Ultra Sham. He's gonna love that even if he sees that. He's gonna love that. Sham could have been world champion. You know, Sham was the champion when he was younger, Thai boxer, bro. But obviously, you know, but Shamia was on madness. Let me tell you, he was. You know, Shamia was. You know, he was on a mad one. Big up Sham. Sham's gonna show the world this podcast now. Yo.
Get him, man. We might need him on soon.
Sham's got stories, you know, but Sham's like a local celebrity. He's not like no social media. If he comes on, I'll be shocked. But I'll tell you something. If you know Sham, yeah, he's got some stories, mate, yeah. And you know what? He was a front liner back in the days. Like, this is where one of the family members, like, if you come to the kickoff, he would be at the front. But he did fucking, I think, years of Thai boxing. To that extent that even now, if you see him, he's still like, he's always on point. All tight Sham. All tight Sham. If you don't know Sham, you ain't fam.
All tight Sham. We're trying to get him on soon. Big up the community.
But yeah, what were you going to say before the food, yeah? Food-wise, look, there's loads of food places that are amazing. What I'll say to you is, though, big shout out to one of my sponsors. And it's a van, I'm not just saying because to record in my last fight, the fight before Boss Burger. It was only some young man. By whole green, yeah. It was called Boss Burger. It's only a food truck, but it was so fucking good that I said, I don't want you to sponsor me unless you're actually good, because I don't want to be promoting some random shit that's not good. So I said, I need to come and taste it first. When I went there, I said, you know what, this is actually fire. Right, like, it was actually really good. But there's so many different food places. Flaming Patties used to be really good. But now you've got Smash Burgers. Chicaro's is really good. You got Coco. But then you got the bigger line, the Aura Lounge. These are Shisha Lounges. They're more like fancy.
He loves the Shisha Lounge, my
Shisha Lounges, yeah?
I like Shisha.
You know where's alright? When they recently, you know, barbecue pods. So I went there on my birthday, yeah. So barbecue pods. See if you go with your family and that. It's not a big place, but it's like they've got like pods, you know, like igloos, but they see-through igloos.
It's like my shop down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, down the right. You can hear the music.
Okay, that's yours.
But we don't want to let them know where we're located, but just down there.
Okay, I was thinking of that again.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Don't watch nothing, cousin.
And then, anyways, like, you know, that place, you could go there with your family. And like, you're going to be in like a pod, and there's like nice seats, and the food's decent, you can have shisha and stuff. But no one can see you, like, no one, it's not like someone's going to try and talk to one of your family members.
Private. A nice first sneaky date.
Definitely definitely. Definitely. So is there anything else you want to talk about?
Is there anything else you want to touch on before we sign out?
Trying to think.
You're a vibe, you know.
Appreciate
You're big
that.
vibes, bro.
I feel like, I hope I have fully been myself. Like,
You have, man.
Money ever been myself fully? Like, is this me?
What are you saying, cousin?
No, he goes, you tell me. No, because you know, I tried to make myself most authentic as I can here. And come on here, I don't want to.
So you see when you're on your TikTok, are you a character or is that just you?
No, so you know, as time's going on, obviously the odd sides of me that may be a bit, you know, like when I say Naveed Central, I used to say that on my videos, yeah? It's quite catchy, but at the same time, like now I'm not saying it as much anymore, but the thing is, cause I find it a bit cringe now, but at the time, the thing is, bro, I rinsed it. I just said it so many times that I get nightmares from it, you know what I mean?
Do you know like Dilly and them, man?
Yeah, I know Dilly, yeah.
Big up Dilly.
Yeah, Dilly was...
You know Dilly was on here already, you know?
Really?
Before
Dilly
the channel
on
got
my fights?
taken.
Get all that episode back, man.
Yeah, man.
Dilly was on here before the channel get taken.
Bro, listen, I'm telling
Big
you,
up Dilly.
I hope this video, and guys, if you guys ain't subscribed or whatever, you guys are idiots, you know what I'm saying? This is like, where Naveed means bringer of good news in Persian. I'm here to bring the good news, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're here for the good news, and this is right. And I believe, you know, that this podcast, you know, you guys should like it, and hopefully you're going to get some good snippets from it. You know what I mean? And bleep out some names, because you were right about that, and you know what I mean?
No, you don't worry about it.
No, but that's why it matters. You know what it is? Some people get media trained, and that's what we say, media training is true. But at the same time, imagine you didn't know the person, then you'd be like, you wouldn't say that. Or because you know the person, you're like, oh, you know what? Actually,
we protect you in it, so like we don't want you to leave here. You put something out,
and you know what? Sometimes that's where I go wrong in terms of social media. Sometimes, and I'm being honest, I say the stupidest or wrong shit, yeah, at the wrong time. You know what I mean? Like, something might have happened, you know what I mean? And I'm there, salsa dancing, I'm doing something, and man's like, bro, yo, have some shame, like, what the fuck? Like, sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, I dig my own grave, because I don't think, maybe. Yeah, there might be a fight going on with Salsa Dance, or you know, someone could, like, I'm not saying passed away, but something horrific has happened, and my brain hasn't processed it.
You can't read
and
the
I'm like,
room.
yeah, but everybody does have a motherfucking
Have you
party.
always
And they're like,
been
yo,
this, like, hyper excited and stuff?
yeah, but I feel like it's energies. So see, like, people around me, like, I feed. See if I mean, like, that's why, like, even when it comes to a girl,
You need to come to the gymnasium.
yeah,
That's what it is,
you know, when it comes to, for example, girls.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I used to only go for, like, you'd go for this for looks, and that's what happens. But as you get older, you like to have these deep chats and stuff, yeah. But me personally, like now,
No.
some people don't, some people do. But like I like, because I've studied and shit, I like intelligent girls. You get me? I like having deep and meaningful chats.
What's the word, man? Sapiosexual. You go for the mind.
I don't know. I'm just very sexual. No. I was like, that might be a snippet. I'm very sexual, apart from homosexual or transsexual.
Sinners.
No, but all in a consensual way.
What would you do if we invite you to a podcast, yeah, and sit you down with like a transsexual?
Obviously, transsexuals are normal people, as you know, in today's society. Like, I can't say anything, I don't want to cancel or whatever. But at the same time, look,
That's the Naveed.
you know,
That's the Naveed Central.
No. If you want the
We want the Aston response.
the Aston response, yeah, I'll be honest with you. The thing is, Aston response would be, look, as long as, okay, look, if they're a transsexual, and as long as they don't try and touch me or grope me in a certain way, you know, I'd be willing to have a conversation about, you know, whatever it is, and just maybe find out what made them have this exchange, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I don't get, you know, and that's one thing I will touch on. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, okay, growing up in Aston, I'll be with young, whatever, like get areas. When you did come across someone who you knew was gay, you'd be like, you'd automatically be thinking, you know, this guy's gonna fucking try and rape me or something. Like, what the fuck's going on? You know what I mean? But then what happened is, like, I'll be real with you. When I went to uni and shit, yeah. When I went to uni, obviously around a lot of people, different communities and stuff. And I then came to that thing that, okay, I'm not that attractive. Like, yeah, every gay man's gonna want to rape me. So I come to a point where, like, yo, okay, look, as long as you're not, you might be gay and you're keeping it to yourself in the sense that you're not, you know, being creepy towards me, trying to rape me or whatever, right? We might not be the best of friends, but you do what you're doing and I do what I'm doing, do you know what I mean? I ain't got a problem with you, I just don't.
No, that's it, man.
We reckon, so, future fights, just before we sign out, because we're signing out soon.
See, they don't want to leave. This is the Naveed Central effect. They want to, have you noticed? They know you're in Asian households, like, say, I'm gone, goodbye, then they get to the corridor, then he's gone, goodbye, then they buy the door, then they buy the car, and it's just...
Yeah, no, it goes mad, it goes
guys,
mad.
we're going to be off, but you know what? No, listen.
Yeah, you know what it is, cousin? So I'm saying...
And then you're on the phone?
So, is there anything you want to tell any of these fighters out here before we sign out? This is the main stage, you know.
Look, listen, I'll be honest with you guys. No. I'm not going to talk shit, and I'll be honest with you. Yeah. And as my coach says, this is why you have to have a coach. I met a guy yesterday.
You got the coach, man. What's his name, man?
Jassy Bajwa. Right, he is going to be the future.
Jassy Bajwa.
I promise you, he will be the future.
Settings.
And why do I say he's going to be the future? Because everyone who knows when it comes to boxing, this guy, whenever I mention his name to them, they're like, yeah. And if they don't know him, but they see him, he's got one of the best jabs I've ever seen, mashallah. And his boxing IQ is next level, right? He's whatever he says, like, do this, I'll think, nice, that's probably not going to happen if I'm sparring someone. Do this. And the moment I do it, or if I tell him to do someone else to do it, he sees the opening, he knows what to do. And every fight, and what I'll say to you now, you said, who am I calling out?
Yeah.
Now look, I'm not a dumb bastard, this is the truth, but I might look it, but at the same time, yeah, I know the levels to boxing, but also it takes time to get better. For example, we started off on salsa. Salsa is footwork. Dance does relate to boxing, right? Yeah? A lot of the Cubans, why are Cubans and Mexicans such good fighters? Not only are they hard and they come forward, but they do dance. The Mexicans dance. You know what I mean? Yeah, they call it a casino in Cuba, right? And they dance and stuff. And the thing is, yeah, you know,
who are you calling out?
That's what I'm saying. So you get, look.
No. It's like you're going around the corner.
No. I'm gonna explain what I mean.
Okay, cool.
So, obviously, as you keep dancing, you get better. Same with boxing. Every fight, my coach says to me, one fight is so valuable. They had like 50 rounds of hard sparring, not even light sparring. He goes, one fight is equivalent to 50 rounds of hard sparring. He goes, you can't have 10 rounds of sparring, hard sparring, and think that's a fight. He goes, 50 fights. Can you imagine how much experience that is? And he goes, that's how, because sparring is what makes you better as a fighter. So every fight I'm going to get better and better, but I promise you one thing, inshallah, I believe myself that, you know, I believe I will, my plan is to try and get on the Misfits, but not try, I will get on, inshallah. I met Mams Taylor, and when I get on there, build myself to a level that I will be the champion on there. I've got the chat, I've got the looks, mashallah, and I'm building my skill, and by the time I get on there, inshallah, I don't give a fuck who it is, right? Look, all respect outside the ring, but I promise you, I am coming there to knock out every single person on there. And I'm not saying I'm ready there right now, you get me? I'm building my level, I'm going up my fights. As I go into Misfits, I'm not going to fight for the belt straight away, am I? I'm not stupid, right? I'm not going to get paid out just to lose. I am literally working my way up, getting better and better. And I said every fight is 50 rounds of hard sparring. So I'm just going to get better and better, inshallah. Mark my words, guys, I will get on there. Whoever you want to see me fight at my weight, not some fat potato who's about 10 kg heavier than me, wants to yap, but then doesn't want to lose the weight to fight. Someone who's my weight. Guys, you're going to see happen, inshallah. This is the future. And when you see it happen, then you're going to say, yo.
Chop. You're going to have to come back with the belt and let us know what's going on.
Yes, you know what's a good idea.
With that being said, we are signing out. Yeah.
It's been emotional.
It's been emotional.
Central.
Naveed Central.
Naveed Central.
That's the button.